In today's video, we're going to talk about the main features of Britson. Designed to emulate a console-based workflow, Britson also recreates the sonic character of a specific analog mixing board. Inspired by the British 8014 console, Britson delivers the classic warm, three-dimensional sound of this iconic hardware. Britson comes in the form of two plugins, Britson Channel and Britson Bus. The Channel plugin contains very intuitive controls such as input gain control using the fader to properly gain stage your tracks, comprehensive VU metering. There's a very pleasant sounding analog filter section with 6 dB per octave high and low pass filters. These allow you to clean up your tracks quickly and effectively. There's an on switch for bypassing the saturation of the plugin, and also a fat switch which enables a lower dynamic range mode, adding more harmonic distortion to the track. The X2 button on the right hand side of the fader increases the gain range from plus or minus 16 dB to plus or minus 32 dB for when extra gain is needed. Clicking on the Britson Channel label provides access to back panel controls. Output compensation automatically reduces output as you increase the gain, turning the fader into a saturation knob. VU meter position allows the metering to happen before or after the saturation stage. Filters position controls whether high and low pass filters are pre or post saturation as well. The mono processing switch is very useful for reducing CPU load for DAW environments that process all tracks in stereo. Britson Bus adds analog color and cohesion to your summing buses. Just like the Channel plugin, the saturation and fat modes can be engaged with the dedicated switches. Britson Bus also provides 3 EQ profiles that can be selected: Default, Loudness, or Master Bright. These EQ curves happen post-saturation. In the same way as Britson Channel, extra features can be found on the back panel by clicking the Britson Bus label. These include options for vintage and modern crosstalk modes, VU position pre or post saturation, and a group switch, which engages the grouping capabilities of Britson, allowing you to control the different Britson channels and buses from a master Britson Bus instance. In this scenario, the different channels and buses would need to be assigned to one of the groups in order to be controlled by the master Britson Bus instance. We'll show you more in-depth use of the grouping capabilities of Britson in a future video. Britson can be used as a first or last insert in your plugin chain depending on your preference. We recommend using it as your first insert to emulate the workflow of mixing in an analog console. Just add Britson Channel to all your tracks and Britson Bus to all your summing buses and master track. You'll get instant analog vibe in your mixes. Let's have a listen to one example. So here we have a rough mix. No extra processing has been added, and I'm just going to add Britson to all my channels. And I added Britson Bus to my drum bus and my master bus as well. For this example, I've engaged the groups function to be able to switch the saturation off and on so you can hear the effect of the plugin. So there's a pretty big difference right there. Everything sounds warmer and tighter right off the bat. It's like the tracks all of a sudden are coming to life. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos and tutorials on how to use your favorite Sonimus plugins. Until next time.